Hello guys, everything around us is made up of something called matter. Like this book is made up of matter because it has mass and it also occupies a space. Anything, water, air, anything that occupies space and have mass are called matter. Do you know how matter is made up of? Matter is made up of these small particles called molecules. They are looking like tiny balls. When these tiny balls join together like this, it forms matter. But do you know, these molecules are made up of very small particles called atoms. It is impossible to see atoms with our naked eye. So, matter exists in three states: solid, this, liquid, gas. So, there is one more state of matter that is called plasma, but it is not on the basis of these matters, but it is also considered as a matter. So, let's do an experiment that water can flow. I say that water can flow. You will not believe, but let's do an experiment. This is a full glass of water. I will pour it. As you can see, when I pour it into another beaker, so it can flow because from this jug it gone to the another beaker. So that's why it is a fluid. What is a fluid? You know? Yeah, fluid is something that can flow like water and gas. So do you know, solids like this toy, Pikachu's toy, cannot flow like this. Wow! It cannot flow. It just fall down by the force of gravity. So let's learn deeply about solids. Solids have a strong force of attraction between them. As you can see the diagram of the molecules of solids, they are very close to each other because of the strong force of attraction between them. The strong force of attraction avoid the solids to flow. And solids cannot be compressed also. As you can see, if I try to press it, it is not compressing. But some solids like the sponge, as you can see, this is sponge, it can be compressed. As you can see, it is being compressed, it is squishing. This is because there are various types of matter. They are hard and rigid, soft, and etc. etc. So now let's learn about liquids. So I make you understand an experiment with the liquid. Now I poured that from a jug to another beaker. It poured. It is because the weak force of attraction between them. So now I will make you understand one more fact about liquids. So as you can see, it is a liquid. It can flow. As you can see, it is flowed. It is because the weak force of attraction between them. If you zoom into this liquid, you will find some gaps between the molecules of liquids. That's why liquids and gases can also flow. Why gases can flow? Because their molecules are very far apart from each other. Like this water, it is little bit closer, but in gases they are very far away. That's why they can also flow. Now let's learn something. It is very cool fact that I will take a spoon of salt and dissolve it in water. What will happen? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. I have a glass of water. This is a normal water. I can drink it. And I have a spoon of salt. This is salt. And I will add a spoon of salt and mix in it. As you can see, the salt dissolves in water. It disappears, but actually it doesn't disappear. It is in this water, but we cannot see because it is very, very, very small. So you will be noticed that there is very small particles settled at the bottom. You have wondered that why the volume of water doesn't change. It is because I have told you that there is some space between these molecules and the salt gets dissolved in that space. The water looks clean but slightly blurry. There is some salt left settled at the bottom. It is because the space between these molecules of water have been completely filled and there is no more space to fill the salt. So that's why the salt settled down. If I drink a spoon of water, it will be salty. Don't drink a glass full of water, it can make you sick. It is salty because we have added some salt in it, so it is salty. If you do the same experiment with sugar, you will get this result itself. And one more thing I will show you, that if you will distill this water, the water will be clean and the salt will be given back. That we will study in higher grades. Even though we have mixed the salt, that's why, oh sorry. Even though I have mixed salt, there is nothing changed for the flowing of this liquid. So now let's learn about some methods of these things. Like if you take a glass of water and keep it in a freezer, what will happen? It will become to ice. This change is called freezing. The change of liquid state into solid state is called freezing. If you take that ice and kept in the room temperature, it will change into water after some time. This is because of melting. Melting is the process of changing the solid state into liquid state. So if you know a cool fact, we all think that some solids need to change to water and that water should be heated to become gas. But some solids can directly change into gas. For example, naphthalene balls can directly change into gas after some time. This process is called sublimation, that we will study in another video. So now there is two more methods, that is evaporation. What is evaporation? When you heat water, when you boil water, the bubbles come in the water, that is the air which cannot escape. And some gaseous thing come out of that water when you boil it. That gaseous thing is called water vapor. That water vapor is actually the water which have been farther apart from each other and changed into gas. This process is called evaporation. And I will take a plate. Oh, thank you to give me a plate. And I will cover this. What is this? This pan which was with water. I will cover it with this plate. Now let's wait for 2-3 minutes. So 2-3 minutes have been completed. Now let's open this. Wow! Water droplets have been settled on this surface of the plate. But how? Keep this plate aside. This is because when any substance cool, its molecules come close to each other. Its size decreases, and that is called contraction. That is happening here. That gaseous thing cools. When it cools, its molecules come each other and form water droplets. And if we heat any matter, that will expand because the molecules will move further. When we cool, it will come closer, move further, come closer, move further. Now, let's do one experiment. Here. Do you know what it is? Here it is honey, which is extracted from honeybee. So, quite tasty. So, do you have ever think that what will happen if we put some honey into water? Let's do. Only this much. We will not mix. Wow! As you can see, the honey has been settled down the water. It doesn't mix in it. Let's pour the water out. So when I have poured the water out, there is some liquid form, but that is honey. As you can see, like this. It can also flow, but as you can see, it is like this. It is honey. It doesn't dissolve in water. Why? Because some substances do not dissolve in water, and they are called insoluble substances. Some can dissolve in water, like that salt experiment. So friends, only this much in today's video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel for all these notifications. Bye bye, tata, see you.